Do you think eggs are healthy? I think most of you already believe that. And that's why, as a doctor, I'm going to explain to you in this video what a single egg a day can do. Because your risk for heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer can be significantly increased. And now you'll find out why. Recently, I watched a video by Dr. Michael Greger on nutritionfacts.org. It absolutely amazed me. And I definitely want to share its content with you and not keep it from you. By the way, Dr. Greger is known for his evidence-based work in which he analyzes thousands of studies to provide well-founded nutrition recommendations. And in his video, Is One Egg a Day Too Much?, he presents, in my opinion, alarming data about daily egg consumption. The Harvard Physicians' Health Study followed over 20,000 doctors for 2 decades. And what was the result? Men who consumed just 1 egg a day or more had a significantly higher overall mortality rate. In other words, the more eggs that were consumed, the shorter the life expectancy was. Then there is another study with 40,000 women which showed that daily consumption of oatmeal compared to eggs was associated with a longer lifespan. Just listen to that. And now we come to the hard facts. Eggs are the most concentrated source of cholesterol in our diet. Just a single egg yolk contains about 215 to 275 milligrams of cholesterol. By the way, until 2015, that was the recommended daily dose, but that's no longer the case today. A meta-analysis of more than 50 randomized controlled studies found that egg consumption increases LDL cholesterol. So this is the so-called bad cholesterol, and that's interesting. So it's not about the total cholesterol level. That doesn't have to be increased. But the LDL level, and that's a well-known value, is also recognized as a risk factor for arteriosclerosis, heart attack, and stroke. Consuming just 1 egg per week can increase the risk of type 2 diabetes by 76%. 2 eggs per week double the risk, and 1 egg per day triples it. For people with diabetes, daily egg consumption can double overall mortality. And studies show that men who consume less than 1 egg per day have twice the risk of prostate cancer progression. So, for example, half an egg. Consuming 2.5 eggs per week increases the risk of a deadly form of prostate cancer by 81%. One possible mechanism is the choline in eggs, a nutrient that is found in high concentrations in eggs. Choline can be converted in the body into the substance trimethylamine, which is associated with an increased risk of heart disease and cancer. A single egg yolk from a large egg contains about the same amount of cholesterol as a particularly large hamburger made with high-quality ingredients, which has 2/3 of a pound of beef, 3 slices of cheese, and 4 strips of bacon, just for comparison. And instead of eggs, Dr. Greger recommends, and I do too, oatmeal, which is rich in fiber and is also associated with a longer lifespan. Plant-based protein sources, which is usually the main reason for high egg consumption, like tofu, lentils, and nuts, are also really healthy alternatives. The scientific evidence suggests that daily egg consumption is associated with an increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. It's important to make informed decisions about our diet. Reducing or eliminating eggs can be a step toward better health. I'm not trying to scare you with this. I just want to tell you, be mindful about what you eat, not just because it's a current trend. 5 eggs a day, because that's what a lot of people who are building muscle right now are doing. I think if we eat maybe 1 or 2 eggs a week, it won't harm us. But if we eat that many, it can really have negative effects. And especially for people who are older, they should really eat even less of them. So I have nothing against 1 or 2 eggs, but if it's more, please remember what these study results showed. I'm sure you know someone or maybe even many people who didn't know this information, so send them this video. I think it's just important that all of us are informed.